Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega, but you know that. Listen, today we're going on, well, it's a big waste of time. The biggest waste of time in Thailand, but there are many other wastes of time in Thailand. So on the journey on my waste of time, I'm going to talk about other things that will waste your time, or you could waste your time on in Thailand. I'm going to drop you a hint as to what the waste of time I'm pursuing at the moment, and it involves this. Yes, I'm not British, I'm Irish, and Ireland is not part of the United Kingdom. Ireland is a republic, and with my Republic of Ireland passport, I am heading to do my 90-day report. It's a big waste of time, but let's talk about other wastes of time. I hope you can join me on this wonderful journey. Oh, dear God. So, yeah, one of the biggest wastes of time is doing a 90-day report in Thailand. You've got to do it every 90 days. You've got some leeway. You can do it 15 days before the date of your 15 days before the date, before the day of your 90-day report is due, or you can do it 7 days after. If you don't, you'll be fined. And you ask yourself, why? And the reason it's a big waste of time for me, because I have to drive to Pontoutini from Bangkok, and it's not where I normally go in Pontoutini. It's the Pontoutini immigration headquarters in Pontoutini, and it's more than a hop, skip, and a jump. Put it that way. So we're getting into the beast here. This is my jalopy that I have to get serviced, and let's talk about other things that will waste your time in Thailand. God damn. Oops. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, why don't I do this online? Because you can do it online. But I don't like doing stuff like this online. I prefer to do this stuff in person, because at least you know it's done. That's the thing. Anyway, here we go. Well, you join me about 5 minutes into the journey on our waste of time to do the 90-day report. I know you'd prefer to see the sights and the sounds of Bangkok on a Friday, well, traffic-wise, than look at my face as I'm talking. And you can see how I have to negotiate. And I'll tell you another waste of time. It's a waste of time trying to convince a Thai that they don't know how to drive, because they just do not know how to drive. They indicate going round bends. I mean, come on. That's a waste of time. I've done this with my wife a million times, trying to educate her. You don't indicate going round a bend, but they do. But anyway, let's continue on. A waste of time. Your biggest waste of time, and I can vouch for this, because I made a video on the Big Picture El Panorama yesterday, and it hasn't fared very well, but I interviewed about 5 guys or so in the Nana area of Sukhumvit. I asked them what they like to do, what they didn't like to do, and invariably, to a man, none of them liked to go to Nana Soi 4, because it is an absolute waste of time. It is an entertaining place insofar as you can be entertained. Hang on a second, I'll make a turn here. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Otherwise the whole thing would be a waste of time. But we're going by the motorway, because if you see up above there, that's the elevated motorway north out of Bangkok. So you can take the road that goes underneath it, but that's a waste of time. It is literally a waste of time. You pay 100, is it 115? No, it's not. I think it's 80 baht. 80 baht at this gate coming up here to get onto the motorway, and that's what we're doing at the moment. But getting back to Nana. Nana is a complete waste. The people there are lovely. The girls are very friendly. The establishments are very professional, and everything is very modern and up to date, and you'll have a great old time. The beer is lovely, the food is lovely. But as far as you're concerned, if you're on your holidays, it's not a waste of time. It's what you came here for. But if you're living in Thailand, it's an absolute waste of time to keep going back there and getting into that habit, because not only will you waste your time, but you'll also waste your money. Anyway, I'm not wasting money here, because I'm saving time. I have to indicate here to change lanes, to get into the... Look at the way this is. Look at the way this is. Look at the fucking BMW. Jesus, you can't see him. but I have to cross this central reservation to get onto the right lane to pay me toll. Give me a second, I'll pay me toll. 80 baht. Kapom, thank you. So here we go, up and away on the motorway north. Hey, by the way, this motorway only goes just beyond Rangsit, and then it just finishes. There's no motorway all the way north yet. Hopefully there will be someday. But anyway, Nana, you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your time on bar girls, you know, paying bar girls for their lady drinks and all that kind of stuff. What are you trying to mean? What is it? I've woken up recently to that. That's a load of baloney. It's a load of baloney. It's a complete waste of time. You have a few pints, you get to feel like you want to have a bit more entertainment. We all do it because our brain moves south. But when your brain moves south, instead of wasting your time and wasting your money, you could do a bit of DIY, if you know what I mean. And then you realise you saved yourself a fortune. Another waste of time, and this is so poignant and so topical. It's really at the top of my list at the moment. It's doing YouTube in Thailand. I'm not talking about this channel. I love this channel. This channel is the heart and soul of my YouTube family. But I'm talking about the big picture, El Panorama. That has been on a downward slope for the past year. And no matter what I do, I can't seem to see the merit in keeping making the videos. But you see, I've always said it, I'm going to keep going until the wheels fall off. I mean, this channel gets more interaction than that channel does. This channel gets higher views than that. Well, as a channel, the big picture gets more views, but per video, this channel gets more views. So you might say doing the big picture is a waste of time, but I can't stop it because I spent the past 3 years doing it, and that would be a waste of time to give it up now. But we're heading north, and we'll be coming up towards Dong Mung in the next few minutes. So we're heading north, and the landmarks along this route would, you see, Huy Quang is North Bangkok, and this is what it looks like coming out of Bangkok northbound, and we're heading in the direction of Dong Mung Airport, and we pass that, and after Dong Mung we take the next exit for Pontutini immigration. It's a bit of a distance between the immigration office and the house where we go every weekend. But it's, you know, for me it's pleasurable. This is pleasurable. This is a Friday morning. Well, it's not. It's 8 minutes past 12 now. But it's December. It's a very pleasant 29 degrees Celsius. Where else would you be? Where else would you rather be, or would you like to be on a December morning? This is the 21st of December. So, do you think coming to Thailand is a waste of time, or do you think coming to Thailand was a waste of time for you? I'm sure a lot of you will have views on this. I don't think it's a waste of time to live in Thailand. But I think that a lot of the things you do in Thailand will waste your time. Alcohol. Is alcohol a waste of time? Well, if you ask me at the moment, I don't think it is. I don't drink every night. I used to. I don't do it anymore. I didn't drink last night. I didn't drink the night before. I talk about cans out of 7-Eleven. I'm not talking about wasting my time going to bars. But alcohol can be a very big waste of time if you let it take over your time. So now, after a bit of time, we're coming to the exit for Pontutini. You can go on straight if you want. You get to another part of Pontutini, but this is the part of Pontutini where the immigration office is. At this stage, we're about 30 kilometers north of Bangkok. It's kind of Rangsit where we are at the moment, kind of ish. But here's the ramp coming off now. One second. I've got to concentrate on what I'm doing here, because driving in Thailand, you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. I've got a broken door mirror on my passenger side. It doesn't make things any easier. So just as a kind of an interlude to this video, I mean, this video is, about wasting your time in Thailand, but we're also going to, have a bit of continuity, and this is the continuity. I did mention that it's a waste of your time trying to teach a Thai how to drive. Well, now you'll see it. This is kind of Rang City area, which is the very north of Bangkok, and Pontiatinee is just a stretch of beyond this. It's a Friday. It's 12:23 p.m. now, and you can see what the traffic's like on the right there. People going into Bangkok, and this is coming out. I'd say later on in the evening the situation would be reversed. I hope you can get an idea of the volume of traffic there on the right. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Luckily enough, it's not going. I'll be sitting in that on the way back. And see, the main reason this is such a waste of time is I spend the best part of an hour getting here, and I spend the best part of 5 minutes in the place. I get a stamp on my yellow sheet of paper, and I get my 90-day report done. And it's all done, as I said, within 5 minutes or so. And for what? I mean, I don't understand the logic. Does anyone out there understand the logic of the 90-day report? If they do, let me know. I mean, I comply. Of course I comply. Of course I respect the fact that you have to follow the rules, and that's what we do. But what's the reason? I mean, what is the reason for it? It's like YouTube. You have your visa here. Well, just put it this way. You have your visa here, and that lets you stay in the kingdom for a year. But why do the 90-day report on top of that? I mean, it's like YouTube. You subscribe to a channel, but that's not good enough to get notifications. You have to click notifications, and that's not good enough. You have to click all notifications to get notifications. I mean, what's the point of subscribing if you're not going to get notifications unless you click notifications, and not just that, but all notifications? I mean, what's the point in having a visa if you still have to report every 90 days? I just don't get it. I don't get it. And that's why I consider it a waste of time. If someone can tell me what the reason is for it, and I've never been able to figure it out, maybe I wouldn't consider it such a waste of time. Now we're kind of out of Bangkok now. This is kind of Pontiatinee-ish. And we're about, I'd say, 5 or so kilometres from the immigration office at this stage. Buying a big car, that's another thing. Buying a big car in Thailand is a waste of time. I bought a big car. This is a Toyota Camry 2013. And although it's a fine car and it has never let me down, I hope I'm not tempting fate, but it's never let me down. It's due for a service. It's got over 100, almost 3 kilometres short of 101,000 kilometres on the clock. What's that in miles? I don't know. But what is it? I know. I'm not even going to guess. But it still hasn't let me down. It's wonderful. But you see, I'd much rather have bought, and I'm going to do it next time round, please God. I won't buy a Vios. That's a Vios in front of me. I just don't like Vios. The wife has a Honda City with this smart steering where you can press a button, it keeps you in the lane. And it's a hybrid. I wouldn't mind getting a little hybrid. A lot more nippy than this. This is expensive to run. This is a 2-litre. But cars in Thailand are expensive. This was $36,000 new. That's US dollars. I put 600 baht in the tank. It was almost empty, and it didn't even come up to, it's just over a quarter full now. 600 Thai baht is $20. So motoring in Thailand isn't cheap, and if you buy a big car, I consider that a waste of time. You see how the terrain changes or the environment changes as we make a right-hand turn up here to turn down towards the district where the immigration office is. It's in the middle of nowhere. You'd wonder why they have an immigration office in the middle of nowhere. It's really for migrant workers. I know I'm not going to be doing videos in the place because you're not allowed, but it's really for migrant workers. And you get the odd Farang like me who is married a Thai. And the reason, why am I going up here to do, this is the thing I hear you ask, why am I going up here to do me 90-day report? It's because this is where my wife is from. She's from Pontoutini, and she has land up here, and this is where her blue book is. So therefore, even though we were married in Bangkok, this is where it's at for me. This is where I have to come to do me report. I think this is a part of Thailand that you wouldn't normally be familiar with. You wouldn't be familiar with this place at all. I wouldn't be familiar with it unless I was married to the good woman I'm married to. You know, palm trees there on your right. You think you're in paradise. You are in paradise, but it doesn't always seem like paradise. I have to get this car serviced. I think I'm going the right way, am I? You see, when I'm talking, I kind of lose concentration. I am. I don't take the U-turn, I take the right turn here. Okay, we're taking the right hammer here. And this is it. This is Immigration Office City. Around here, this little village area is full of photocopying services and all that kind of thing. They're waiting to cross. I let them cross. Thais don't do that. Go on. They look at you surprised, you know, when you let them cross the road. And then, of course, motorcycle taxis take full advantage of that. And your man just sitting in the middle of the road there, look, in this Toyota. Off we go. This is like the Wild West up here, it really is. Although there's people that live here and they work in Bangkok, this would be the satellite town type of thing, you know. But we're really out in the sticks now. And it's the most unlikely place to have an immigration office. You'll see it now. You wouldn't know it was there. This is real Irish saying. You wouldn't know it was there unless you knew it was there. Here we go. It's just around this bend here. This is the way Thais actually indicate going around bends like this. It's true. You think I'm joking? I'll have to get a video of that one of these days. Here we are. This is the turn. And we go down a dirt track. There's the sign, I think it is. Administration. No, that's not. That's for something else. And here you have the flags of ASEAN. Do you? No, you don't. Thought you did. But you do have up at the office. So look, there, we go down this laneway. Nice lake there beside us. If it's a lake or a reservoir, I don't know. Just about wide enough for two cars. Just about. Now here we are here. This is it. This is it. This is the immigration office. In the middle of nowhere. And we can't park in the office itself, so there's a kind of a makeshift kind of thing, impromptu car park here to our left. The immigration office is there on the right, and you can see there's all kinds of services here for photocopying and stuff like that. I pull in here and they charge you 20 baht for parking in here. Hang on a second, I'll just wind down my window and pay this individual. Yisip. Okay, bad now to go. And then any Kapong. Thank you. Nice and pleasant about it. There's I tell you, work permit BPK3 work permit service. There you go. How about that? Not many people, not many cars here, which is very encouraging. there aren't many cars in the car. But most of the people that come here don't drive. They're immigrant workers. But most of these cars I wouldn't say most of them. I say a percentage of these cars are owned by people like me doing their 90-day reports. You see a few of them. But as I say, I can't bring the camera into the place because you can't bring the camera into these places. That's it there with the red roof. But I'll go in, I'll get it done, and I'll come back to you in a second. Well, that's done and dusted for another 90 days. And just give you an update, lads. I gave you a bit of wrong information there earlier on. It wasn't wrong information. I didn't give all the information. If you fail to do your 90-day report within the allotted time, that's 15 days before the due date or 7 days after the due date, it's a 5,000 baht fine. And I think, is it 200 baht per day? Could be 300, but let's say 200 baht per day as well. So it can be a fairly costly mistake. And it will waste your money and it will waste your time if you do not do this what I perceive to be a waste of time. The only reason I perceive to be a waste of time is I don't know why we have to do it. But if you don't do it, it'll be considered a waste of time because you'll end up wasting your money. 5,000 baht and 200 baht per day. That's enough. Anyway, I'm going to look for somewhere to eat. I'm fed up with McDonald's and fast food. Let's see where we can find and sit. Let's see if we can find somewhere nice to sit down and have a brief interlude. Well, guys, I've taken the easy way out, the lazy way out. I was going to go for something Thai, but this wasn't in the humour. This is my second McDonald's in a day. God damn, what am I doing this to myself for? If you're familiar with the big picture of Panorama, I was in McDonald's in Chitlung yesterday in Bangkok. Now I'm in McDonald's in Pontu. At least you're getting to see McDonald's around Thailand. What will I have? There's the menu there, just to keep you in tune with what's going on in Thailand. I don't want to go for the double quarter pounder and cheese. Sweaty crap, can I have double quarter pounder and cheese made in the crap? Chai, yeah. One set in the crap. Tini. Okay. Coke Zero. Alright. Loi Hoxip Gal. Okay, bad news crap. So double quarter pounder and cheese meal. Okay, cup on. Say hello YouTube. Hello. Very kind gang Martini. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Pamratini, okay? Thank you. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. I mean, imagine going into McDonald's anywhere in the West and putting the camera, pointing the camera at the worker and saying, say hello to YouTube. I wouldn't say you'll be greeted very cordially. I'm just checking, it's 169 baht total. It's 157.94 plus tax 11 baht, 11.06 baht. Quarter pounder and cheese. I asked for a double. I presume it's double. French fries and Coke. 169. That's fairly cheap compared to. I don't know what it is in Bangkok, but it seems fairly cheap. I hope you enjoy me enjoying McDonald's around Thailand. God, could I do a food review of McDonald's in Thailand from various places? I don't think you'd enjoy that too much. Anyway, as it turned out, it's not a waste of time to do your 90-day report. It's an absolute necessity, because if you don't do it, you'll end up in trouble. You'll end up with a 5,000 baht fine plus 200 baht per day. And if you still don't do it, when it comes to getting your visa, you probably won't get your visa. So it's not a waste of time. But I perceive it as a waste of time because I don't understand the reasons why. But that's just ignorance on my part. I complain about the Thais being ignorant, but I'm fairly ignorant of a lot of things in Thailand, and I wish I wasn't. This is a Friday, and you know what? There's two other people sitting here today where I am, and it's 20 to 2 on a Friday. I think I like Pontu. I like the staff. The staff here are wonderful. Thank you. Kapong. Kapong, thank you.
ทานให้อร่อยนะคะ
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, just to fill you in on where we are, we're in a place called. You're getting to know Thailand in this channel. We're in a place called Bangpoon, 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 and we're not in Bangkok because the phone number is a 09 instead of a 02 for Bangkok, or 092. So could that be right? I don't know. Anyway, it's not a double, it's a quarter pounder of cheese. That's why it was 169. You've got to be very, very clear on what you say to Thais in terms of when you're ordering McDonald's, because they just don't hear you. I was wondering why it was so cheap. I'll get some ketchup. There it is. Fries and quarter pounder. It's not a double. I did ask for a double, but that's what I say. You've got to be very clear what you're saying. So is it a waste of time to eat Western food when you come to Thailand? Well, it is if you're on your holidays. Because what's the point in coming to Thailand if you're going to eat Western? You might as well experience the taste of Thailand. Well, because I've been living here for the last 12 years, I'm used to the taste of Thailand, and I just pulled into a place there, a Thai place on the side of the road, and I just couldn't. I didn't want noodles, I didn't want rice, I just wanted some comfort food. And I hope you're enjoying what you see. Well, I'm enjoying what I see. I'm going to tuck into this. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was absolutely wonderful. Well, it is Friday after all. You might as well treat yourself, lads, when you can. This is Bangpoon, P-O-O-N, B-A-N-G-P-O-O-N. And this is Potata service station there. You got Black Canyon Coffee, you've got Express, whatever that is. You got Dairy Queen, Top Chevron, they do glasses, Amazon, I should say. And you've got, looks like, Quick Fit Auto, or something like that. Wonderful. Look, I pointed out a few things in this video which I consider maybe a waste of time. I don't think, in hindsight, that the 90-day report is a waste of time, just because of the fact that if you don't do it, your time will be wasted, because you won't be able to. It'll affect you financially, and it'll affect you in getting your visa extended and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to head back to Bangkok in this. Then I'm going to pick up Harry from school. You've seen the trip up. You probably don't want to see the trip back. But I just want to. I hope that you don't think that this video has been a waste of time. And let me know what you think in the comment section. What you think the biggest waste of time in Thailand is. Anyway, it's bye-bye from me. Bye-bye from McDonald's. Bye-bye from Bangpoon in Thailand. I'm on my way back to Bangkok, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for joining me.